we're going to move it to the next part, which is chord inversions and chord voicings. So what are chord inversion? So the arrangement of notes in a chord is called a chord voicing. That's a chord voicing. Right? Now, it represents the order by which the notes appear in the chord when we play it. Do you understand? Like chord voicing. So I've already explained that. So now we can say that one chord can have different voicings. And root is always the bass, the lowest notes, but there are special cases when it is not. What that means is this same chord can have different voicings, meaning I can choose to bring this and put it here. I can choose to bring this and put it here. And remember, before this was the bass note, but when I took it there, it's no longer the bass note. In this setting, this became the bass note. You see? But it's still the same chord. Do you get? So now most chords that we know, they are chord based. Now the general form of a chord is such that it contains a root followed by a series of stacked chords, major or minor chords, that creates the quality of that chord. Now it is possible, however, to produce chords that don't have this structure but are still based on chords. Let's read that again. I said most all chords are chord based. Most of the chords we hear, they are chord based. Now the general form of a chord is such that it contains a root followed by a series of stacked chords. So from here to here is a chord, a major chord. From here to here is a minor chord. That's what that means. And it creates the quality of that chord. Do you see? So the bass note, okay. Now it is possible, however, to produce chords that don't have this structure but are still based on chords. Don't get confused. What you might be, but we're going somewhere now. This is done by rearranging the note of the stacked chord. So this kind of note now, we arrange it in a way that the lowest note in the chord, which is this, is no longer the root. Then we'll do it like this. Same thing I've already showed you before. I'm just reading out what's in my notes. Playing this chord like this, and like this is the same chord. So for some of you, you might not know it before, but some persons already know it. So this is what we call inversion. So it means, oh, the same chord, but when you have to play it another way, it's called inversion, like you're inverting the chords, playing it in another way. So essentially, we can say that a chord inversion is voicing a chord note or in a different way. Now, for any triad, since there are 3 distinct notes, there are 2 distinct inversions. So for any triad, since there are 2 distinct notes, there are 2 distinct inversions that can be produced. So meaning we can play, this is the root. So we can take this becomes the first inversion. And we'll take this and put here, it becomes the second inversion. Then we'll take this back, you go back to the root. Do you see? So that's what this is just talking about. So now let's get into the business of chord inversions. So there's going to be a diagram below that I'll show you. So on the diagram, you'll see your root position is the one we've been playing since. But for your first inversion, it's in a straight line. So what you're going to be doing for me is you take that first inversion. This is your first your root position. And you bring this and put it here. It becomes a mi, so, do. Excuse me, that's your first inversion, right? Excuse me. That's your first inversion, right? So what you want to do now is to move this. So this is your mi, so, do. This is your fa, la, re. This is your so, ti, mi. This is your la, do, fa. So, then this is your la, la, and this is your ti, as a re, fa, ti, then do, you see? So, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, mi, re, do. Do you see? So you want to use your right hand to practice this. So there's a finger pattern. For your right hand, I used 1, 4, 5. So that's what you're using. For your left hand, you're using 5, 4, 1. See, so you see, then you want to add both hands together. And you play it very fast so you can see them. Do you see? So what you just did now, you just played your first inversions. So there will be times where I will teach you how to use them. But for now, we just need to know them. So that's your first inversion. So you want to take the same formula and you now go back to your second inversion. So this was how we got the first inversion. So this is what we've played now. So here, you now take this one now. You could choose to do it on a separate date. Take this one and put it here. It becomes a so, do, mi, you see? So we have to now move this now. So this will now be do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So the finger you're going to be using for that is 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re. For your left hand, you're using the 5, 2, 1. 5, 2, 1. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re. Both hands now. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So after you must have gotten this, what you want to do now is you want to use your chord exercise. The chord exercise we've done before. You want to use your chord exercise from 1 to 5. So this is how you should practice it. To make it easy for you, go to your first inversion, which is your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, la, ti, do. So go back to our chord exercise. Do, fa, do, sol, left hand, do, fa, do, sol, both hands, do, fa, do, sol. Play 5 of the exercise. Then some of those songs too that I taught you, those songs that we use just chords to play, try and use it to play songs also. Then finally, add your bass line to it. So that means add your bass line, your left hand, add the inversion, first inversion. So you have a do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, then ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re. Then again, still use it to play songs that we've done before. I know we've done imela, okaka, oyekerua, imela. You see how quiet my chords are? Like they go down at the same time. They're not busy. I want that too. Understood? Okay. This same thing, you now do it for your second inversion also and submit to me. Understood? So that would 1, 2, 3, 4. So you do the same thing with your second inversions, and that will conclude this part of the lesson. Yeah, it's going to take time, and you just have to do it. That's why you register. That's why I said I'm holding you in your neck. This is actually difficult to do. It is easy for me because I've been doing it for years, but trust me, it is something that will be a plus for you. Like, you will remember your teacher and be like, oh, thank you, Marcel, for not giving me shortcut and making me do the right things. Okay, so this next part, we're going to be talking about chord inversion mixture. Now, why did we learn those inversions? Why are we learning bassline? Why we learned triad? Why didn't we just start playing songs and enjoy ourselves? Because those chords sounds too basic and you would love to upgrade your sound. You don't want to sound too basic. You will not play in concert. In concert, like, you have to drop some sweet chord. These are the kind of chords that will make musicians be interested in what you play. You are not just playing. Do you understand? Alright, so now the reason why we've been learning all those is to upgrade our sound, to make our playing full and big. That's the reason why we've been doing that.